You would not believe what I've just been told. Oh my god, that's cocaine. Well, guys were dumping some of the old food stuff. They discovered a pack of narcotics and bottles of alcohol hidden in the crates. We'd suspect the Palermo family of smuggling into the facility for some time now, but we've never been able to determine how. Some days it doesn't just rain, it pours. Whoa, that frame drop. Don Victor Palermo, boss of one of the East Coast's most feared mob families. The Palermo eluded the FBI for decades. Anthony Palermo, the Don's eldest son and natural heir, ran the day-to-day operations. Nico Tamoretti wasn't a made man, but was welcomed into the family business when he married the Don's only daughter, Vitalia. The Sonny Palermo, the Don's second son, the runt of the litter, temper like a pit bull, and only half as smart. Their empire ran a narcotics trade from Maine to Florida. That was until Anthony got caught in flagrante delicto. Bam. Shot dead by a jealous husband. Unfortunately for the family, police at the scene found 12 kilos of uncut cocaine in Anthony's sports bag. And the evidence led straight to the top. Overnight, everything the Palermo family had built up crumbled to the ground. The FBI had everything they needed to ensure that all rot in jail. Which leaves Vitalia, the Don's daughter, the only living member of the family who isn't behind bars. We don't know much about her, other than she was also always kept outside the family business. But whoa, it's going terribly wrong right now. But somebody on the outside must have been sending those drugs in. We could have quite a serious narcotics problem on our hands here, but we can't deal with that yet. We've got our kitchen and canteen up and running. Our chefs will work on preparing food for everyone, which should cool things down. I'm concerned that the fire was clearly deliberate, and we don't want to repeat that. Install a sprinkler system over the new kitchen and canteen and connect them to the water mains. And we did that. Bam. All prisoners have needs. Those needs directly impact how our prisoners behave. Right now, everyone is starving, hungry, and that's all the shouting has been about. Food is one of their highest priorities, and you ignore it at your own peril. Prison is just a few failed meals away from wall-to-wall riots. You can monitor the needs of all your prisoners from the needs report, which you can normally access through the reports menu. Bam. This report shows the combined needs of all your prisoners. Whoa, stop it. Red is a lot, yellow is somewhat, and orange is medium. Yeah. As you'd expect, food is red for virtually everyone, way up. It's your decision as the resident prison architect which needs you will try to attend to first. Yeah. So we can do whatever we'd like. So we have some optional missions up here that we can do before going on. We've had an incident in the showers. There's a body. Actually, there's two bodies. Luckily for us, we've got cameras in there. When you get the moment, click on the Polaroid in the showers and we'll take a look at what happened. Alright, so we can see here we got some optional missions. Handle the food needs of your prison. That should go up in a moment or two. Let's hire a few more cooks, so that is definitely the case. We also have handle the recreational needs of your prisoners. So that is met by, for example, having the TVs in the dining room, because when people are done eating or don't want to eat, they can do something differently, because in your regime you most likely have some eating times, and at that eat time they will all go to the canteen. So when everyone is here and some people don't want to eat and other guys are done eating, they can do whatever they like within the boundaries of this area. So they can watch some TV or listen to some radio or chat up or whatever, you know, eat some food. So that is important. Another thing you can do is install things in their cells. So when they are in, for example, lockup time, everyone will be in their cells, and they can then do some reading if they'd like. Same goes for sleeping. If they have slept all they need to, they will be awake and just be in their cells. So they can use the bookcases or TVs or whatever to entertain themselves while they are in their cell. So that is quite important to do, unless you don't care, of course. In the free time they can just roam about as they'd like. The same goes for yard time. Here, if they are in the yard time regime, they will be in the yard. Simple as that. So you can do the exercise needs just as before. Give them something to do, like that. So now they can exercise. They can also run around to fulfill their exercise needs, but they generally prefer this. It's also here that they get their needs satisfied for family. Where is that? There. Family. These phone booths will satisfy that need, and installing those in the cell will again fulfill that need if they are in their cells. But I am not going to be doing those. We are just going to click on the Polaroid. Same goes for environmental needs. You can get janitors to do stuff, and the same for getting clean clothes. You need a laundry room. Where is it? There, laundry room, to satisfy some of those needs. Just clean up the place, keeping everything tidy. Let's click on the Polaroid. We got it here. Dun dun dun. Alone. Perfect. You took your time. Cut the bullshit. I never did know what that whore sister of mine saw in you. This is her idea of the old man? Is that what you think, you fat fuck? I didn't mean for him to get hurt. I love him like he's my own father. I'm sick of seeing this family brought down by your stupidity. The fire was meant for you. Dun dun dun. The plot thickens. Then consider this repaying the favor. Don't come the saint. We both know you planned to take me out one day. Yeah, you all were a smart guy, Nico. Look where it got you. Don't worry, you won't feel a thing. I told you, watch your back. Have you met Frankie before? Has quite a unique talent with a piano wire. Honestly, by the time he's finished, they'll think it was a suicide. Are you kidding, man? Look at all that blood. Not to mention the wire cut in his neck would be quite significant, I'd imagine. Looks like a little heart. Oop. Honestly, yeah. Stab. And they were right. 2 dead bodies. Fantastic. Looks like the Palermo family is running out of members. I agree on that. You can beat the Palermo. You can bet the Palermos were selling those narcotics on every con here. The guards are telling me they've been seeing a lot of prisoners showing signs of withdrawal since the fire. I want you to search every prisoner and every cell. I bet we find Palermo drugs all over the prison. So let's do a... Whoa. Yeah, okay, that's those two. Let's do a shakedown. And we have 40 guards. Let's do some more. More guards. Let's do 50 guards. That should go quite quickly. And we already found some drugs and a hammer. Right, so we still have these optional requirements. They are still not fulfilled. On the positive side, it's not as bad as it could have been, but there are definite problems with drugs and alcohol dependency. We need to help these men. It's the only way of curbing their activities and dealing with the symptoms. Start a drug treatment program in the infirmary. Our doctors will administer a chemical substitute that will alleviate the cravings in our addicts. For the alcoholics, there isn't a chemical substitute, so I suggest we start a group therapy session. We'll have to build a new common room to run these meetings. To start new programs, go to report, blah blah blah. In time, yeah, same as always. All right, do we have some space open for? We could do a open session here. I don't really want to build a new common room, specific area. So let's do this. A big common room. And let's do a few chairs. So let's do 8 chairs. Yeah, let's do this. And the shakedown is well on the way. We got 7 booze and 3, no, that's medicine. 8 drugs, holy crap. Just keep going up. Let's just do some more guards. Get it over with. Let's do 60 guards. It is after all just a tutorial, sort of you have infinite money kind of thing. Right, so we need a drug treatment program. That is in the programs. And there we go. Pharmaceutical treatment and a lot of drug addiction. So let's do that. So we have some beds down here that will administer that. Let's do a... Alright, we don't have any slot for work. So in order to get these programs to work, we need a work place assigned. So let's do this. There we go. So let's do this, get them some work time. And the program should fall in that place now. We start one up again. There we go. There. Let's get some alcoholics as well and just start a few more, just to be certain. Here we go. So that should take care of that. We have 10 in queue. Let's start a few more up. Close this down. And who are we missing? You. Search him. Go. What are you doing? No one's searching him. Come on. So that is optional. Create a meeting place made up of 8 chairs. That's done. And that's it. Very good. We've made a real difference here, and I think the prison is back under control. We can stay and improve the prison further, or we can move on to the next facility. When you are ready to move on, click on the Polaroid in the infirmary. And we will just do that. So we have a way of curing the drug addictions, and we have a way of helping the alcoholics. So let's continue the plot. We got this Palermo picture. Vitalia! Vitalia! Very silent, Vitalia. You can't hear your mate? Sweet cheeks! I'm sorry, I fucked up. Hush now. They say pups won't last the week. I know, I came to say goodbye. You know, we could walk away now, you and me. This fucking life, it's taking everything. I'd like that. But I can't. I'm a Palermo, Nico. And with Papa gone, and you, an outsider in his place, our enemies would walk right over this family. I can't have that. I have to show them a Palermo still sits on the throne. What? So you're just going to fucking whack me after all we've been through? Nico, Nico, Nico. You're so old school. No, sweetheart, I'm divorcing you. You all thought she was going to off him. Fuck, you kidding me? I'm a dead man in here without the family behind me. I know, sweetheart, but that's not my concern anymore. She's just cold-hearted, that's all. I wish you a better place. I'll pay. Goodbye, Nico.